I've certainly made it clear in the past on this channel that Regina Spektor is one of my all-time favourite artists. I've done a worst to best on her. I've talked about her in references in many videos when I'm talking about songwriters, you know, piano-led artists as well, expressive vocalists, wonderful lyricists. She's got it all. She's certainly one of my favourites ever. I don't subscribe to the idea of having only one favourite artist of all time, especially as someone that listens to as much music as I do. It's an impossible task to narrow it down to just one when there's so much brilliant music out there, and there's so many brilliant artists that have incredibly consistent discographies across decades upon decades. I can't pick one. I'll never be able to just pick one, I don't think. It's going to be too hard to do that. But, you know, when we're talking about up there in the top 20s, the top 10s maybe, the top 5s, maybe, I don't know, maybe top 5, I don't know. Regina's in the conversation, at least in the top 20 for me. So of course I am leeching onto this new track as quickly as I possibly could to give it a reaction. I'm here to try Becoming All Alone. Let's see if this lives up to my expectations, because expectations are high. Her last album was one of her best, even so late into her career. It's always an amazing feat for me, I think, when an artist has already a good discography and then they drop an album so late in the game that you could put up there with their best. So is she going to live up to that? Is she going to live up to the previous music that she's put out? Let's see. Let's find out.
Past all the bars and corner delis, when I heard hey, let's grab a beer.
God said hey.
It's awful late, yeah, better with time. Get all the things that they do with this whole world. It gets better with time.
Lovely stuff, lovely stuff.
It's awful late, I know you're here.
She just sounds so cute, man.
We wouldn't with time.
I don't know. I just don't know, Regina.
Stay.
Yeah, it was good. I liked that. I liked it. I liked it. That was good. It was a good vocal performance as always. You're going to expect that from Mrs. Spektor, Regina. But yeah, I liked it. I liked the way the shuffling beat kind of came in and started to drive the track, and of course the instrumental played out in the middle. I don't think any recent Regina songs have took that kind of structure really, so I thought that was nice. You know, vocally you can't really fault Regina. She's a great singer. She has just a delicacy to a voice that you just can't not love. You just hear her sing, and the slower moments, you know, it's just so smile inducing. She just gives off that feeling every time. I would say I like the idea of the track, but I thought it wasn't done the most uniquely, I would say. Like the idea of, you know, kind of talking to God, let's have a beer. I mean, I quite liked some of those individual lines. They were quite clever and, you know, very Regina. It was a very Regina way to word it, wasn't it? Let's have a beer, God. I'm just going to talk to you like you're any other guy. But, yeah, I don't know. I thought it could have gone a bit further with that idea, though. The idea of just asking God questions and wondering if things are going to get better. I feel like it's kind of been done before a lot in the history of music, where you just kind of have to take a moment and things aren't going too well in your life, and then you're just maybe not even a religious person, but you just sort of sit there and you go, God, what is going on? Why is this happening? And this felt like anyone could have wrote that idea. Like I say, the individual lyrics here and there were good, and I think only Regina would word it the way she did, with, like, you know, the part where she says, you're so revered, like talking about God being so revered. I don't think many other people would word it quite like that. So there are things that she brings to the table that I like, but I think the overall sentiment and the idea of the track, that itself, I think, was not really pushed far enough. I would have liked to have seen a more unique angle with that being played out in the song. But overall, I mean, it sounds really good. And yeah, you know what, even if I'm not amazed and blown away by it, I would still be happy listening to songs like this in an album. So I think Regina has potential to kill it and knock it out the park with the full album. I'm looking forward to it regardless. Historically, I wouldn't say all of her singles are the best tracks on her albums. I think Remember Us to Life, you know, the singles were really good, but I don't think they were the best tracks. So yeah, there's always that to cling on to, I think. And still, regardless, this is a good song. I mean, I think any singer-songwriter out there making a song like this, they'd be very proud of it. And I think Regina is at that level where, for me, I think I just expected a little bit more, but what I've been given, I would still listen to this. So yeah, it's good. Definitely excited to see where she goes next. Hopefully you enjoyed this reaction and what I had to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as well, if you agree or disagree. Would love to see that. Thank you as always. Have a good day and goodbye.